Hello everyone, Cup here, and welcome back to some more Mechabellum. Let's check out the mini tournament European once more today and spectate some live games. See what's going on there. Hope everyone is having a great day. I'm starting to feel better, which is good. I was sick for the past, I don't know, 5 days or something. Finally around the, or over the hill or whatever you say. Yeah, thanks. I am almost done recovering. Still a little bit stuffy nose, but not as much anymore. Alright, a lot of good games here. A lot of good games. So I think I want to spectate LOL versus Sama for now. All these matches are really good. But I think LOL versus Sama is my pick for now. Let's go. We still have a couple of seconds. Let me go to the store. I wanted to buy this emote. I have the credits, so why not? And level up my shop. Nice. That's 4 levels or something. So a lot more credit production and storage and all this good stuff. Very nice. Right, tournament. By the way, the zoom out also works without glitching through the map. You just need to wiggle your mouse around like this and hold W at the same time. So you don't need to clip through the bottom of the map or something. So like this. Alright, so... Oh, I've never seen this avatar, by the way. Interesting. So... blue is low and is Rhino specialist. Positioning not aggressively though, even with Rhino. And quick supply also perfect for going aggressive, and red is going aggressive with Mustangs and Crawlers. Let's see if this will be a classic Crawler Steel Ball Mustang game or something. By red here. Arclight's going to come and clutch here though. Or at least they can. Until they also get focused down by too many Mustangs. It's a bit hard to win round 1 against quick supply, obviously. Okay, let's see what... Alright. It's one of those games, huh? Subsidized Stormcaller was offered round 2 and both players pick it. I feel like every time this happens, every time subsidized Stormcaller shows up round 2 in the shop, both players pick it at the moment. Definitely is also helping both players. Bit annoying with the crawlers for a moment, but the crawlers can get taken out by the arc lights, and then the stormcrawlers can actually shoot some good targets, like the Mustangs. But army a bit too quick here. The crawlers and Mustangs moving in too quickly and getting in the damage as well, taking out the arc lights pretty quickly, so they can't actually do as much as they needed. And hello everyone, by the way. People streaming in right now. Hope you're all doing well. Amplifying core for red. Let's see what LoL is up to. Could still be supply specialist round 3, but too greedy I'm assuming. So going for the amplifying core on the Rhino to hopefully stabilize here. However, this turn red is picking up steel balls to address the Rhino, I'm assuming, because the Rhino is from Rhino Specialist, so it was known by red that a Rhino would come out now, so they needed an answer, and yeah, the steel balls are that answer. Rhino trying to get mobile beacon towards the left tower here. Not sure that's going to work out with these crawlers here in the way. They might though. Crawler's going to go left a good degree, or a good part of it at least. And actually going full on middle, trying to take down this Mustang pack before it goes to the tower. It's 1/4 of a blender. I like that comment. Maybe we will see some blendering. If you don't know, blender is multiple rhinos stacked together with whirlwind and then just moving in and spinning and destroying everything. We will see where this is going. I feel like if LoL would be a known standard player, I would 100% vote for LoL here. Because I feel like Ball Mustang, everyone knows how to counter it at this point, at least at higher MMR, and usually the Ball Stang player loses. It seems like it has turned. Like a couple of weeks ago, Ball Stang was always winning, or winning a lot, but now it seems like most players can defend. But let's see how this goes. It's also always a bit luck because of the items. Items play a big role with Ball Mustang, because the Mustangs in particular are so much better with the correct items. And now Supply Specialist was offered again, and this time it was picked by blue. Speed Specialist for red, also super strong. Could also say this is a bit of item luck, I guess. When you're playing aggressively and pushing in and everything, then getting Speed Specialist is so good, obviously. Phoenix flank though, going to come in uncontested and will take the tower. Rhino was mobile beaconed away and is running. So no blender, at least for now. Rather a running away Rhino instead. You don't see that often. But it saved the Rhino. And actually the steel bolts are down by the time now the Rhinos... Well, actually 2 steel bolts to the left and 1 steel bolt. Actually enough to to take down this Rhino here. Unlucky. Heavy Mustang, usually like an instant pick here for red. However, now it costs 100 credits. Still going to get picked. Still really good. Going to survive way longer now against the Stormcallers. So with the latest update, there were only indirect nerfs to Mustangs. So for example, one we just saw now, the Heavy Mustang card used to be free, but now it costs 100 credits. Also Stormcallers are better again now because the Missile Interceptor turret was nerfed. So you can play Stormcallers again to a degree, to counter Mustangs potentially, for example. And yeah, but let's see how this goes. So far the card's pretty good for red here with Speed Specialist and Heavy Mustang. And this Rhino is just getting wrecked by the steel balls, it seems. Nah, not quite. Able to get out of the way after all. Mustang's going to be kind of a problem though overall. Maybe not this turn because there are so many Stormcallers now on blue's side with the launcher overload, so a lot of missiles. Almost all Mustangs died, but it's rough out here. Mustang's so tanky now with Heavy Mustang upgrade, or the card upgrade. Heavy armor for red. Here we go. That's the LOL plays we like to see. LOL going for War Factory. Oh yeah, if you haven't seen this, War Factory was added like, I don't even know, 6 weeks ago or something. This big chunky unit here. Has so much HP, but it's also really expensive. And it can spawn potentially units with the right tech upgrades. But for now it has the range, so it's just there for its own damage, which is really strong against steel balls. Fire tech on the Stormcallers to deal with the Mustangs. Mustangs still survive quite a bit though in the fire now with Heavy Mustang upgrade. With the Heavy Mustang card. And problem now is LOL addressed the steel balls and the Mustangs, but now there are still all these Stormcallers in the back, but also just now there were added 3 packs of Phoenix and no proper anti-air left to deal with any of this. So red is just one step ahead, it feels like. Blue really has a hard time getting a hold of this game here. Fire coming down on the right side is going to take down quite a lot. Multiple Stormcallers for sure, and chaff here. Fangs, and crawlers. Right side getting bubbled, so not a ton of fire actually coming down for blue against red. A second War Factory now though, and with the Phoenix spawn. So these War Factories will now both spawn 1 Phoenix each every 10 seconds. That will be the air that blue needs to deal with the leftover Stormcallers and the opponent's Phoenixes. However, it might be too much already though. 6 packs of Phoenixes all of a sudden on red side. Will these spawned Phoenixes be enough to take down all of these opponent's Phoenixes? They might. If the Phoenixes get stuck on the War Factories for too long, the spawned Phoenixes can actually take out these Phoenixes of reds. And it is enough. The Phoenixes are getting stuck on the War Factories, that's perfect. And the spawned Phoenixes can take them out. Nice. Comeback by blue here, it seems. Skip by red. And skip by blue. Accidentally zoomed in again. Zoom out. And now melting points coming down for red to answer these War Factories. Phoenixes are not enough to deal with them. They have too much HP. And the melting points also with the energy absorption. Because War Factories actually win 1v1 against the melting point. because they have so much HP and their own damage is like the damage of a fortress. So they can just shoot down the melting point before it can take down the war factory. However, with the suction upgrade, with the energy absorption, it heals the damage it deals, so it will heal through the war factory damage and then win. Once again, flank coming in here, and very smart with crawlers in the front and phoenixes behind. Sentry missiles can only hit either ground or air units, so this sentry will hit the crawlers only, and these phoenixes will spawn in and go and take the towers. Will take a bit. Oh, actually, these phoenix... Oh, unlucky. This phoenix with range, unfortunately, is still aggroing and taking down the flank phoenixes. I did not think it would, but I think the range on the phoenixes made the difference here. However, Stormcallers dealing so much damage, as well as the spawned phoenixes. There is EMP on these Stormcallers, and it's actually disabling the tech on the war factories for a bit. However, it's still not enough. Also, that's super risky because Lul has and likes to play Missile Interceptor on the war factories, and I think we might see this now to shut down these Stormcallers, and they will not be able to get rockets through if Missile Interceptor gets picked here. All these missiles will get intercepted, and yes, there it is, of course. I think the long range on the Phoenix influenced the aggro range here as well. I feel like this would be too far in front without the range upgrade and would have not killed these Phoenixes. But yeah, let's see. Missile Interceptor going to be really good. Also, Red is going for Overlords. Overlord rockets, or the base attack of the Overlords, can also get missile intercepted, by the way, if you didn't know. And not a ton of these shots will actually get through with the War Factory here. But let's see. They're stacking them up, so that's good at least. So they will shoot a lot at the same time, and maybe also in general just overwhelm this side and get through to the tower or something. That's the idea at least. And once again, trying to get in here. And actually, this was not answered this time. This flank is coming through in the back, and the tower already down. Yeah, this is a screw up. I'm sorry. This is not... You can't... In a late round like this, you can't let it flank through to quickly snipe your tower like this. This is so bad. And the other tower falling as well. And yeah, with the tower debuff. And also look at these missile interceptors. These overlords here barely get any shots down because all of them are getting intercepted. So they basically deal no damage. And yeah, this is just complete destruction now. Well played by Lul. Nice comeback. A few screw-ups in the end there, I feel like, by the red player. But you love to see it. War Factory winning. Well played, well played. Nice comeback by Lul. GG. And this one is still going, so let's quickly go in there. And remember to turn off chat. Yes, thank you. Already seeing GG here once again while I'm reading your comment. So let's turn that off real quick so we don't get spoiled in the future. Let's zoom out a bit more, like this maybe. Alright, what's going on here? Sarah already really low versus Volt. Subsidized Stormcallers, of course. Why not? Both players, Stormcallers with fire, Missile Interceptor, War Factory here as well. So it looks really similar. Also here, Overlords with Wasp spawn. So it looks kind of similar to last game, to a degree at least. However, are the Missile Interceptors going to be enough here? Quite a few shots all at once with these Stormcallers and multiple Overlords. It's not like the anti-missile War Factory cannot get overwhelmed. Especially the Overlord shots are a little bit harder to shoot down compared to Stormcaller missiles. And yeah, too many Overlords, too many shots. And this is GG. Yeah, just too many Overlords and Stormcallers, so even these anti-missile war factories could not shut them down. Alright. Should probably be the round. Well, one match still going. Let's quickly peek in what's going on. What are we seeing here? Steerbolts, Mustangs, all kinds of stuff. So many different units. Stormcallers, Steelbolts, Mustangs, Marksmen, Rhino, Crawlers, yeah, all kinds. And on the other side there is Fortress and Fangs for the most part. Fortress with punches. And yeah, Stormcallers not getting answered. You cannot leave leveled Stormcallers unanswered when you are playing Fang Fortress. The Fangs die to the fire and the Fortresses actually die to the Stormcaller damage, because don't forget, they actually hurt. So at this point, we are seeing a War Factory once again with Missile Interceptor. Are we seeing this every game now? Is every game going to be War Factory anti-missile tech? This might be what's going to happen here. Will it be enough though? Also, positioning is kind of awkward. I think there's not enough space here. LOL is German, yes. I'm not sure if he's streaming right now, but he also streams sometimes on Twitch. But his name is different there. It's P-Style TV, I think. Something like that. Yeah, he's German. What is going on here? So many actors. So nuke coming down, oil bomb, fire bomb, and these are connected, so all of this will be on fire. And on the right side here also the smoke. Fire bomb in the back here coming down, going to burn a lot of Mustangs it seems. Oh yeah, War Factory positioning though in the front here and here, yeah. That's why I said positioning is kind of awkward. You don't want your War Factories, especially if they are there to anti-missile, as basically support your other army. You don't want that in the front to die first. in general, big units like giants and also especially the War Factory, having it in the very front, it's just inviting the opponent to melting point or steel ball those big units, and yeah, that's how this went. GG. Alright, round 2. Steel 1, Red 1, Lol 1, Volt 1. I would have bet on Sarah here, so nice to see. A little bit of a different outcome. Alright. How's everyone enjoying the current patch? If you are playing this game at all. I feel like some of my viewers, or in general some Mechabellum viewers, actually don't play the game. It's kind of interesting to me that you like to watch this even though you don't play yourself. It's a very chill spectate experience though, so I get it to a degree. Too many Stormcallers now? Yeah, I agree. That being said, I really like that the War Factory missile intercept is so strong. I like to punish people who go into too many Stormcallers with War Factory missile interceptor myself, and that always feels very satisfying. Lul versus XO, Volt, Pander, Red. I think we're going to spectate Red here probably, versus Lord. Lord Kleinkariert, German as well. Why is Red 301? Red is not German. Not that you can pick any server you want, but 301 is usually German population. Alright. Yeah, I think probably the red game here. Or Steel Saint Jesus could also be good, to be honest. Let's spectate red for now. I think red is Finnish, yes. I'm not fully sure, but I think so. Alright. Heavy Armor, Crawler, Phoenix, and Giant Specialist for red. This is one of the very strongest starts in my opinion. Giant Specialist, already in my opinion the strongest starting SPC, but also Arclight Phoenix is so strong to start out with. So at the moment, looking good for red here. Looks like red is trying to go aggressive. Tanks getting added by blue and Arclights getting added by red. The Fangs are going to block a good chunk, I feel like, and these Arclights are going to take down almost all of these Crawlers. However, the engagement is going to be more quickly all at once for red, because they are stacked up and all together. And these are more spread out, and the phoenixes are also quite a bit more behind, so maybe this will be good enough for red here. And yeah, it looks very close, but slight advantage. Yeah, so yeah, also getting the tower here. So first round for red. That being said though, now blue knows the positioning of red. So that's a very big piece of information. Knowing not only is red positioned aggressively like this, but also has some arc lights here now, as well as is both on the very far left and the very far right. So for example, the middle is completely open at the moment. So shenanigan plays could be actually to go for something like a Rhino with a mobile beacon to just get the towers, or even flank or something, because aggressive positioning always opens up the flank. To a degree at least. Getting covered somewhat with fangs. And yeah. Going for units in the middle with mobile beacon. Interesting. I would have never thought about this play. I like this. Very, very, very nicely seen by Surrey, by Rat. Surrey is, I'm pretty sure he's Norwegian. It's not a German accent, no. He's Scandinavian for sure, and I think Norwegian. Or Finnish? Finnish? No, wait. Finnish? I'm sorry. I can't tell those apart from the accent. But either one, I think. Land crawlers coming in here. Are these fangs going to be enough to distract them without them getting the tower? So close. Getting the tower in the end. However, also Lang coming in here on the left as well, also getting a tower pretty much at the same time. So tower debuffs not doing much at this point. However, now tower debuff coming in once again for blue. But yeah, it's too many of everything basically left, and also a lot of crawlers and everything that will distract these phoenixes. So yeah, good enough, good enough. Amplifying core for red. What is it going on, I'm wondering? No unit yet. Or amplifying core. And that is a level 1 Rhino. Interesting. Going for the mobile beacon here. And also amplifying core for blue. Getting Mech Rage on the fangs. Movement speed is important, but also the damage here with the crawlers better, as well as the opponent's phoenixes. Oh, actually also added the phoenixes here with the deployment module to also help with this push. Looks like they might get in here. And these phoenixes also trying to go for a tower. Phoenix is getting taken down, but the Rhino though, still coming in. Taking the tower. Is it going to be enough? Can Red capitalize on this? This Phoenix actually getting distracted by this Fang pack forever. Not going to take the tower. Wait, how did this tower die? I didn't see. I assume this one Phoenix took it out. And yeah, close round, but once again for Red here. Red. Yeah, I'm sticking to colors for the most part, so it's not that confusing. Still the amplifying core here, by the way, on blue's side, not used yet. Elite Mustang for red. With amplifying core now. It was a skip by blue. So these Mustangs really hurt. And blue is going for fortresses. So this is going to be a fortress Fang game, it seems, by blue. Deployment module Arclight here would work, but deployment module Phoenixes were also put here. So unlucky. And these are also going to have a bad time. Mustangs going to make quick work of these Phoenixes as well as these Fangs here. So Mustangs are going to be really, really good here in this matchup against all those Fangs and these couple of Phoenixes. Is the damage enough though to take down these fortresses? Fortresses have so much health. I know that's like a main feature of fortresses, but I still think the health on fortresses is slightly too high. I think like some health adjustment on fortresses would be okay. A little bit decreased health, that is. But it was enough with the help of the Phoenixes. A couple of Mustangs still alive as well. Ranged spec potentially. I feel like ranged spec or yeah, or Iron Blast. Actually, Iron Blast for both players. Interesting. I think blue is going for probably Barrier and Fang spawn pretty soon. Kind of a classic rat strategy. But let's see, maybe I'm wrong. Melting point here to answer the fortress. And there's the barrier on the fortress and another fortress. And some more Fangs as well. And Fangs here positioned in front of this fortress, very important. So this melting point isn't instantly locked onto this one. I just say blue or Surrey now, I think. I never say rat again. That's the easiest. Why isn't he called Surrey anyways? Alright, Iron Blast. Going to take down some barriers here and going to take down one Arclight, I think, only. Actually, some Phoenixes as well. And the Arclight is walking out though. Taking down more Phoenixes. Quite the close round now. But I think the melting point will have this. Yep, even with the turning it should be enough. Is there a lore video about Surrey becoming rat? That's interesting. I did not know. Skill specialist, not that great. Improved firepower control, obviously, yes. For these Mustangs, yes. And would you look at that? Fang production on these fortresses, yes. I feel like I've seen games play out too many times. I can predict what everyone's doing at this point. And this is the classic counter kind of as well. It's not really the counter, but it's also really popular now, getting the crawler production on the melting points to distract the fortresses. So these are distracting or trying to distract each other. Crawlers trying to distract the fortresses and the fangs here trying to distract the melting points. And I still believe this strategy, I've seen this play out too many times, and like 80% of the time this wins the fortresses against melting points. I was always under the impression it should be the other way around, but in actuality it seems to be turning out in the favor of fortresses more often than not. But let's see. Also, let me vote. It's too late probably, but I'm voting on blue here. Yeah, range would also be really good on the fortress. I agree. So the fortress can get its damage in much quicker against the melting point. Right side overwhelmed. Left side though, melting point still going strong. But now some more fangs spawned, also right tower falling, so whatever. Definitely blues win here this round. Range specialist once again. I think range would be a good pick here, but I'm not either of these players, I guess. Range for the fortresses in particular. And yeah, if you don't spend money on cards, you have more money to spam fortresses though. So that's good. How many are these now? 8 fortresses. Against only 2 melting points so far, but still credits here. So let's see if red is spamming more melting points as well. But just spamming melting points is not going to be enough here. There will be, or there are so many fangs on the board everywhere. I mean, could have picked the range card here. I'm not sure what else they are going to, or red is going to do, blue is going to do with the credits. Just spent 100, but I didn't see where. Fortress here, This will spawn in. This is not protected. More melting points, and the melting points have energy absorption, so they can heal through the damage of the fortresses, but only if they lock on. It doesn't help against the fangs, and I think that's a mistake. I think the fangs are the big problems now, not the fortresses. If the fangs are getting taken care of... Oh, flank coming in though. How did these crawlers get in? This flank also coming in though, and towers falling. This is, yeah, these fortresses just overwhelm this now. Other tower falling as well. Yep, bad melting point. Only shooting these small fangs, and yep, that's how these games go. I've seen this too many times. Fortresses with fang spawn just overwhelms melting points. How did these crawlers get in? I'm so confused. How did these crawlers win this? There's an Arclight here as well. What? Okay, these are level 2 and the Arclight is level 1. Can't actually one-shot and they replicate. Okay, I see. Level 2 crawlers were too much here. But yeah. I'm honestly not sure about the most consistent answer to this myself. Fire definitely helps to kill the fangs when they spawn. So the fortresses don't get a lot of value out of the spawning fangs because they just die to fire. Also EMP obviously to disable the tag completely. But yeah. So EMP melters, I guess. But all of these solutions I've all tried and I've all seen, and I don't feel like I've seen a single one being super consistent. So I'm still not sure. There are some answers, but I still don't know the most consistent one. Why did I fail to participate in time? Hey, what's going on? They are still so high health. This is a long game. What is this? Round 9 and both at 2k health or something. What's going on here? LOL versus XO. Blue is going Mustangs. A lot of Mustangs and Overlords. And red is going Carry Arclight, it seems. Carry Arclight and just a lot of trash. So chaff, I mean. Basically Carry Arclights and chaff versus Mustangs and Overlords. Interesting. And these Carry Arclights actually also have anti-air, so they can shoot down the Overlords in theory. Overlords though, with ground cannon, going to make quick work of the Arclights as well, if they can actually get there. With all this chaff. But the chaff is getting cleared, for the most part, by the Mustangs. Oh, there's no HE upgrade on the Mustangs though. No high explosive ammo, which is the splash upgrade, which would be pretty good here to clear all the crawlers and fangs. Instead, getting the armor piercing upgrade. Just more damage. Crawlers getting replicate. Fire here taking out quite a bit, and these Mustangs will die as well. Are these going to be enough to take down the Overlords though? I'm not sure. Oh, this Overlord goes down. And this one has shield, so a lot of HP. This is the hero Arclight at the moment. It already took out at least one Overlord. And it's actually locking onto the other one, but tower debuff now. It might not be enough. It's going to get overwhelmed now. Yep, getting one shot by the board cannon, by the Overlord artillery. Rip. At least this round. It's not enough damage. But yeah, carry Arclight versus Overlords is a bit of a weird matchup. Because they are strong against each other, kind of. These will deal a lot of damage and can take down Overlords super quickly, but also one Overlord artillery can take down a level 6 Arclight, for example, here from this one, which just one-shot it. So both units can die super quickly. I really wish blue would also go for temp range and speed and everything. This late in the game, it's so important that your units don't have a range disadvantage. Or yeah, okay, is going to do it. It's really important later on, especially. There's so much value out of these upgrades because there are so many units that benefit from it. And Arclights are fully upgraded now. Full on carry Arclights. Range, charge shot, elite marksman, and the anti-air upgrade. And look at this. Level 3 Overlord just getting smashed. This one is more tanky though, at least. Well, these Arclights are lower levels, so they take a while. But Overlord down, and yeah, these Mustangs are not going to do anything to these Arclights. Power debuff from the left as well. Carry Arclights coming through. For now, at least. Still not over. Round 11 here, coming in. Long game. Nano repair for blue and skip for red. Acid could have been good, but also not really because of these bubbles. So acid wouldn't really land. Look at these levels. Level 7 Arclights here in the middle. And here's also level 7. And blue is just going, okay, I don't care, I'm still going more Overlords. And got the photon emission though, so a lot more tanky. For a while at least. 50% reduced damage for 16 seconds for all these units. Left side is just losing though. This can't win against the carry Arclights here. And yeah, all the temporary buffs here. Couple of sentries coming down, taking down some chaff. Alright, let's see. Is the photon emission going to be enough to change this? All these crawlers coming in, distracting, still while already the Arclights are locked on to the Overlords. Not looking good, and photon running out now. And yeah, Overlords getting absolutely destroyed. Yeah, you love to see it. Or at least I do. Carry Arclights are fun. And also not easy to make work at higher ranks. You don't see this often in high MMR matches, in my experience. Yeah, GG. Nice. Well played. Well played. Alright. 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 This should be the last one. Yeah, this was the last match of round 2. Let's go into round 3. See who all advanced. So it's still interesting. Panda and Cheeses. Both going strong here. Red and Lul expected, in my opinion at least. Cheeses and Panda, a little bit of wild cards to me. So I want to spectate one of these two next round. So, oh, by the way, if you didn't know how the matchups are going to be, this will be the first one here will go against 4, so Panda versus Lul, and Cheeses will go versus Rat. And I think because we already spectated a full Rat match just now, going to spectate Panda versus Lul here. Interesting here, Sarah and Sama, both really strong players, but went 0-1 and then just abandoned. Unfortunate. Right, let's get into it. Oh wow, this is still 1 minute 30. I thought we would almost be starting by now. Let me check the store again. Do I want anything? I'm wondering if I should just spend my credits to level up the store. This might be the strat. And then just generate quicker passively credits. Also, maybe I just buy all the discounted ones. I don't know. Maybe. Let's just do this. Credit production speed +9. Sure. Oh, I get another selection here. I'm not sure I've seen this one, so I'm going to pick it up. I don't think I've seen anyone use this. Actually, let's pick up this. And get in the game. Yo, you're welcome. Thanks for enjoying the stuff. It's also very fun to make, so it's not really hard work if you're enjoying what you're doing, right? Quite a bit of time goes into it, for sure, but I wouldn't consider it hard work for me, at least. I enjoy this. But definitely time investment, though. That's for sure. All right. Blue is a giant specialist with fangs and phoenixes, and red is quick supply. Not going aggressive though. Quick supply with mustangs and marksmen. So I know for a fact that Lul likes to play Assman, which is assault mode marksman. I'm not sure if he's going to pull it out here, because it's still kind of a meme, and I'm not sure if he's going to do it in a tournament setting, but you never know. And this start could work. And yeah, starting composition, definitely the advantage here for, well, it's, yeah, with the added crawlers, I would say the advantage is on red side for sure, but also we need crawlers over here. Still saving 100 credits. Actually not going for a second pack of crawlers, interesting. Saving 100 credits for some reason. And this marksman just gets shut down now. And blue went for... Wait, what did he start with? Where do the Stormcallers come from? Oh, he sold one pack of Phoenix, I think. And then went for Stormcallers right away. And Stormcaller is definitely a good call here. Really strong against both Mustangs as well as the Marksman. However, I'm not sure. Let's see how many more Stormcallers we will see. Because if you force Stormcallers against Lul, you will get the War Factory with anti-missile. I can assure you that. And then you might lose. Or will probably lose if you are too heavily invested into Stormcallers. Enhancement module for red. Skip by blue. So still 100 credits. No, okay, going for a bubble. 3 packs of Mustangs now, also Stormcallers as well. Help deal with all of these fangs here. And more Stormcallers also on blue side. Stormcaller meta added again. Well, I don't mind everyone having like 1 or 2 Stormcallers or something, but let's see if it remains like this. Probably not. Often you see way more. Some more fangs and some more crawlers added. Oh, crawlers going in the flank actually, trying to distract here. Mustangs will take them down though. Once again, marksmen unprotected as well as these Stormcallers now. Because all of these were pulled away, so no chaff support for the Stormcallers. That's actually really big here. And tower falling as well. So distraction crawlers in the flank can be very, very strong. Doesn't seem to be enough though. Crawlers coming in. And crawlers are in the dead zone. Going to take these out. And usually they are quick enough to also dodge the missiles from these. And should also take these out. However, tower debuff will also come in at some point. And this might actually suck. Tower debuff might be perfect here. And also crawlers attracted to the tower. Yeah, never mind. Crawlers being stupid and tower timing being bad. Crawlers actually still lost here. Also, a bit annoying that the barrier fell on the left side for red. Skip for red and more Stormcallers. Let's see what blue is going to do. Smoke bomb could be really good here. Mobile beacon crawlers by red to distract the Stormcallers and also buy some more time here on the right side. Pull these units a bit away and distract so they don't push into the tower as quickly as either. Pick it. Do it. Wait, is that dog food? I always thought that's marshmallows or something. I always thought that's a cup full of probably a hot drink or something with marshmallows on top. But for some reason brown marshmallows. I don't know. And a blue pick, by the way, the smoke bomb, which is really good here against Stormcallers, Marksmen and Mustangs. And more Stormcallers also added for blue. And more crawlers behind the towers. So yeah, Stormcallers. Actually enough time now with the distraction mobile beacon crawlers to not lose the tower here on the right. Wait, what? Did you see this? There's a... What's going on here? What is he doing? This Mustang just ran with the other crawlers, and while running with the crawlers was shooting as well. It did behave like a crawler that could shoot air. It looked like they were beacon moving, exactly, but it wasn't. There was no mobile beacon here. That was weird. So if it behaved normally, it should have stood still and shot the phoenixes, but it was actually moving with the crawlers and shooting. Improved firepower control system for red, obviously. The Mustang item. It's so cheap and so strong. Goes on the level 2 Mustangs here. And wow, more Stormcallers. 5 packs of Stormcallers here already. I mean, that's pretty risky though, by the way. Especially because, so for one, they are all clumped up here. And Panda is a giant specialist, so could easily just unlock the War Factory and go anti-missile War Factory at any point. And one War Factory, because these are also close, like one War Factory in the middle here somewhere could shut down basically all of these Stormcallers for a very good degree. You could also just ask me, and I can also tell you, yes, I am originally from Germany, but I don't live in Germany. I live in Canada, actually. I moved to Canada some years ago. But I'm born German. And by the way, fortresses were added here by blue. Not fully sure why, to be honest. Fortresses, or fortress damage at least, is not really needed against any of the units here on the board at the moment by red. And fortresses also not that great against all of these Stormcallers. Oh, that's fair, that's fair. But yeah, I'm keeping an eye on chat. That's what makes this so enjoyable. I like to read what other people are saying. Also, often when I watch these games, people in chat say something about what's happening in game that I didn't even see. So it also helps me cast better. Because sometimes I miss stuff. Couple of good cards here. Missile Strike for red. Just taking out, yeah, some Stormcallers and a pack of Fangs potentially. Music should be from StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty. And also Missile Strike for blue. I'm a bit confused about both players' plans at this point. So last match I said I can basically predict what everyone is doing at this point, but well, it depends on the match. So in this match I have no idea what either of these players are planning. It's very, very odd to me. So I don't understand the fortresses, and I also don't understand what LoL is going for in the future. Just adding more of the same for now, I guess. Maybe also War Factory, to be honest. For LoL at some point. And more fortresses added for blue here. I'm not sure if the damage is going to continue to be enough here. Fortresses just have so much health, and I feel like if red is not adding any significant damage, these Stormcallers are not going to be enough over time. Level 1 Stormcallers, that is. But for now it seems to be enough. Especially without speed. Fortress is so slow. So if you play a lot of fortresses and are trying to overwhelm your opponent, especially like this, I guess especially against Stormcallers, I feel like you need to press temporary speed buff from the tower like every turn. It's so important. So I feel like this round, even though this was quite a hard loss now, would have been quite a bit different with the temporary speed buff. But lucky card draw might have saved blue here. Speed Specialist is so good for this. For pressuring these Stormcallers with the fortresses. I feel like I'm in limbo right now. For some reason, it looks to me like every round is the same for the past 3 rounds or something. Nothing significant was added, nothing significant was tagged. Like, there's no tag anywhere. What's going on? Okay, now we're getting, now that I called it out, we're getting the range upgrade on Mustangs at least. And Mustangs added as well for blue. So Fortress Mustang, kind of classic as well. Just helping to deal with the chaff so the fortresses don't get stuck for too long and can actually move in and take down the Stormcallers, I guess. This storm though, going to be very good. Yeah, it's taking, oh my god. It's wrecking everything except these 2 fortresses. Yeah, everything is dead. And also Stormcallers were leveled now. And as long as there's no proper answer, no anti-missile or anything, these Stormcallers are so good now. And the fortresses, yeah, no chance. Panda, please. You're a giant specialist. You need to go for a War Factory with anti-missile at this point. Like 100%. That's your one out right now. You need to unlock War Factory and go anti-missile right now. Potentially even sell a fortress or something if you don't have enough credits. But it should be enough. Actually, you can unlock it and buy... No, never mind. Sell 1 fortress and unlock War Factory by anti-missile and buy 2 war factories, one left, one right, and you're good. Then there's no damage on the board left. Just need to shut down these Stormcallers here. However, never mind. Lul is just doing... Yeah, okay. Red is going for War Factory instead. And, okay, at least there's a plan by Panda here. Going for triple fortress flank. Interesting. Let's see if this is going to work out here though. Problem is there's no chaff clear. And 3 fortresses will take so long to take down these. Okay, with punches. Punches are going to help, so they can take down some packs of units. But they will take quite a while to take down these Fangs, Mustangs. These crawlers will move over, or some of them at least. And yeah, will take a while before they get in here. However, this war factory is super out of place now then, because there's so much on the left side. So we might see this tower falling. But in the end, the war factory on the far right with range might be enough to deal with the rest of the fortresses. If it turns out the way I'm thinking it will. And yeah, these are moving in. This tower is going to fall probably. It is. Now all these Stormcallers as well as this war factory need to defend the rest of this. And I think they should be able to. Once again, Stormcallers still doing quite a lot of damage, and the War Factory, it hurts. It deals fortress damage. So this is basically also a fortress with just more HP and longer range because of the range upgrade. And yeah, it is enough. GG's. This was Panda's game, to be honest. Being Giant Specialist and seeing so many Stormcallers, and these Stormcallers were the problem, like 100%. Without these Stormcallers, these fortresses wouldn't have died. Just going for War Factory with Missile Interceptor would have won this game for blue. I'm convinced. Or would have at least won that round and you go from there, right? But yeah, that would have been the call, in my opinion. Quite clearly. I can't speak. But yeah, you get my point. GG. War Factory is free with Giant Specialist, I'm very certain. Though you make me doubt for a moment here, but I'm pretty sure. And this is, we are going to have the kind of expected final Lul versus Red here. In my opinion, expected at least. Spectate the last one for a moment. See what other players are doing here. Oh, carry arclights. Seeing more carry arclights. Interesting. Carry arclights versus what? Fortresses and Mustangs, it seems. Also some... Oh, interesting. Acid crawlers is very rare. I really expected more acid crawlers, to be honest, after this patch where they changed the acid. But still a lot of people are not playing acid, or not often. It doesn't... I tried it for a lot, quite a lot actually, a lot of matches, but I feel like it doesn't make the difference most of the time. It's, yeah, it's very niche after all. Getting pretty close here though. But is it enough? It might be. Couple of carry arclights left against 2 fortresses. Is it enough? No, shouldn't be. Oh, right. Red is the Fortress player, I was wondering. So maybe we will see the big comeback here now. Blue player was still at full health. Maybe not carry arclights, maybe the fortresses will now turn this around. Once again, here by the way, barrier and fang spawn fortress. Just spamming these is so good and so hard to counter. And here we have fire stormcallers and acid crawlers, which are both really strong answers to fang spawn fortresses. Let's see if it's enough. It wasn't enough last turn, and that's why I said that this is super hard to counter consistently. So even theoretically pretty good answers are not just winning. So many Stormcallers here now. No EMP on the Stormcallers. Would have also been good. Also a lot of missile interceptor turrets here. Well, 2 I think. To at least take down some of these missiles from the Stormcrawlers, but they shoot so quickly with launcher overload. And there's fire everywhere now. Fire and acid, by the way. And they synergize. So the fire also deals more damage if it is on top of acid. And yeah, never mind. Fire and acid Stormcallers with launcher overload seem to be the answer. So I will try that one next. Acid crawlers and fire stormcallers with launcher overload will be my next try when I face the mass fortress with fang spawn again. And yeah, this is this was complete destruction here. Final wasp going down, and that is GG. What? Why does this say game over? Never seen that pop up. Alright. Final match. Here we go. LOL versus Rat. A classic. So, if I didn't know LOL as well as I know LOL, I would bet on LOL, but I keep saying LOL too much, but he is memeing too often, even in tournaments. He's trying some random stuff sometimes, so it's he's not as consistent as he could be. So if I would bet on this, I would bet on Surrey. Because Surrey is not messing around in tournaments, I feel like. Or not as well, also trying stuff, but feel like still more consistent. It is to a degree, so I need to get used to reading the comments, because if people watch the video and don't see the chat, they don't know what I'm talking about. So isn't Rat's entire playstyle memeing? It kind of is. However, he memes for so long that he finds out strategies that start as memes but are actually very, very strong and turn out to be meta in the end. So that is, by the way, what happened with the Fang spam fortresses. I think that was also one of the Surrey strategies. And it looked like a meme to begin with, but it's so strong. That's something I would like to see. Time to start memeing carry wasps. That's something I would like to see by a player like Surrey. If someone can pull it off, should be him. Lul going for area specialist with crawlers and stormcallers. Obviously, stormcaller start. Lul loves those at the moment, at least. And cost control for Surrey. Hey, would you look at that? Red is red. Wow. I think that's the first time ever that I'm spectating a Surrey match where he's actually red. Wasps? Wasps? What the fuck? Interesting. Yeah, area specialist, so it's free, and I guess it's good right now against only phoenixes, so makes sense. Stalls phoenixes as well as can take out the phoenixes. No other anti-air here. And red is going aggressive here on the right side. Will be overwhelming these stormcallers in a bit here. These crawlers are very annoying right now. No good answer to these crawlers by blue. Except these wasps, I guess, but they were so far back. Needed a bit to get in. Seemed to be enough though. The wasp call. Very strong start here for blue. Mass-produced phoenixes could be coming out for Lul in my opinion. It's just such a strong card, and also area specialist, so they're free anyways and have longer range. Oh, but skipping. They're not like crazy good here because of all these crawlers, but still my personal pick. Mustangs were added though by red, and maybe the better call to not go for the phoenixes here. Instead, fangs are getting added right side, left side, just providing a little bit more chaff support. Buy time for the stormcallers in particular to deal more damage before they get overwhelmed. And more wasps. Would you look at this? And also on the left side, this is actually good. There are only Mustangs in the middle and on the right. These wasps can actually take the tower here. Lul is a madman. Going for even more wasps. Both packs of Mustangs on the right now, actually. However, repositioning of the phoenixes with jump drive. One in the flank here, but there are fangs, and one in the front here that will take out stormcallers. At least two of them. Now they are getting stuck on the crawlers. Some wasps getting leashed by the arclight. Tower debuff coming in any moment now though. Will it be enough? This side is getting overwhelmed by the Mustangs. But tower debuff might be just in time. If this one hits well, yeah. Looking decent. Oh, this one hit well. A lot of Mustangs down. So just like 3 Mustangs and 1 Arclight left. And this is looking pretty decent for Lul once again, for blue. Mass-produced Phoenix again. Tech Specialist though, too much value over time. Will we see also Tech Specialist for red. Range on the Mustangs. Very strong here. Deal with the wasps safely. Deal with the fangs quickly and safely. And now also Mustangs added on blue's side as well. And yeah, these Mustangs not nearly as good as red's Mustangs now, because extra range is just so good. And also this item here. Once again, improved firepower control system is like one of the Mustang items. I'm wondering if we will see fire here soon. Maybe another Stormcaller here and then fire. But I'm not sure. It's a bit annoying against Mustangs with range because they might stay behind the fire for quite a while. Fire upgrade on the Stormcallers, I mean, if I didn't say that. Yep, these Mustangs just too good. And already these are ramping up the damage. Allied top 2 already. Top 1 in round damage right now. Kind of as expected with this item. It's just too good. Someone mentioned earlier if it was Skyrim music that was playing. Now it is, by the way. It auto-played Skyrim music right after. It wasn't earlier though. When you asked, it was not Skyrim. Just saying. Fire coming down with the incendiary bomb active. And junior manufacturing specialist for red. So temporary value for blue and overtime value for red here. I don't even know what Mechanicus is. I need to look that up, but that might be something good. I need to check it out. What separates high MMR players from mid MMR? Probably just experience, to be honest, and trying to win and not meme. You just climb by doing the correct counters, period, and you know the correct counters over time. And yeah, just by experience, to be honest. Correct counters, but also positioning is quite important. I think positioning is something, and pathing manipulation is something that you pick up over time, and that might be something that you will learn near the end of your MMR journey, I guess. Heavy Mustang for blue. We also see Heavy Mustang for red. Still a very strong card. It was super broken before because it was free and just 200% or increased by 200%, so it's 300% HP total. It's so big. Wondering if red will also pick it up. Also makes Mustangs so much better against fire. Especially leveled Mustangs. Leveled heavy Mustangs don't really die to fire as much. And it makes a big difference. And red is actually skipping. Interesting. Not believing in the heavy Mustangs. So this means these Mustangs on red side now have less HP, but they have more range. Because heavy Mustangs have 20 less range. That's the downside of that card. So in my experience though, at least from the couple of matches that I've seen this, where this happened, that one player picked it and the other didn't, it was usually in favor of the one that picked heavy Mustangs. So the range deficit didn't matter that much. But let's see how this one turns out. And also we see triple armor enhancement tagged level 2 sledgehammers across the board and level 1 sledgehammers here. So Mustangs are pretty useless right now. This is not something that Lul saw coming. These couple of phoenixes now need to deal with those sledgehammers, because the Mustangs surely won't. Blue might need to go into fortresses now. Definitely needs an answer to those sledgehammers. Going for EMP will disable this tag and all these tags for this turn, so left side will be fine. Well, why go fortress if you can go war factory instead? I'm stupid, of course. Especially if you are Lul. You are going for a war factory, of course. And war factory is really good here, by the way. So once again, don't underestimate the regular attack of the war factory, which is the same as a fortress. So it will take down these sledgehammers quite comfortably. As well as in the future, if the sledgehammers are still a problem, actually could just tag, for example, Phoenix production, and then the Phoenixes would also help out with this. Problem, these will actually not get tag disabled. These might, I'm not sure if these will drive out by the time this comes down, but getting protected by the barriers. And more sledgehammers in the flank. That will be very annoying for the chaff here. However, the war factory will be able to take care of these. Problem though, war factory is so expensive and there's just one unit obviously. And sledgehammers can get spammed all across the board and all around in the flanks. Maybe next turn also on the right flank. And the war factory will have trouble taking all of those out. Might need to get the range upgrade actually next turn, so it doesn't need to drive around or something and can just shoot, or maybe launcher overload and range or something would probably be really good. Right side getting wrecked though, because no war factory there or anything else that's useful. Yeah, this kind of expected this turn. Left side was kind of stabilized though, so the war factory did a lot here. And with another war factory added in the right, maybe next turn blue can stabilize. Missile strike for blue, just taking down some chaff and some phoenixes, and yeah, obviously another war factory now on the right, and is getting range, so they don't need to drive around and can just shoot and shoot and shoot, because this damage is so needed. Uh-oh, and a Rhino drop in the back. Melting point answer though by red here. And with this distraction, there might not be enough chaff to go in front of the war factory quickly enough. And the melting point might actually take down this war factory. We will see how this plays out. However, Rhino drop. Not protected here. Could actually take a tower. Oh, I'm stupid. You're right, you're right. This is red's Rhino, not blue's. You are correct. This would have been so good though. Rhino drop. Well, actually not, because it was protected by red. And yeah, war factory got locked on by the melting point. Flank sledgehammers pulling away the chaff, so war factory kind of unprotected and just getting locked on, and left tower already fell, and yeah, right side also getting run over. This is too much. Very good call on the armor enhancement sledgehammers. Posed a big problem for LoL, and GG by the way. Well played, and congrats to Surrey for the tournament win. Well played, well played. These sledgehammers were such a big problem. Taking down basically all these Mustangs kind of invalidated all of them. And kind of forced an answer like War Factory. But yeah, War Factory is so expensive. And with the sledgehammer flank, everything was pulled away and War Factory exposed. And yup. GG's. Lol hard trolling kinda. Yeah, a little bit I guess, but also not too hard, I feel like. This was just well played by Rat here. But yeah, War Factory is kind of greedy, I guess. It's just one unit that needs to get countered, and just one melting point. If it locks on, good enough. Alright. Well played. Anything interesting going on? Okay, let's finish this up with the final match here. What's going on here? I have not seen a match like this in so long. Carry marksman with elite marksman spec. And on the other side, so many Stormcallers and leveled sledgehammers, level 4 sledgehammers actually. Marksman and sledgehammer battle. This used to be meta like 2 months ago or something. Every marksman. Marksman got nerfed multiple times though. Not as strong anymore. Improved fortress. Oh, also extended range on the sledgehammers here by red. So these actually can get some good damage in with the range. Sledgehammers can actually be really scary if they get leveled early, and with mechanical rage and this extended range card, plus if you also take the range enhancement tag here, they just snipe everything. 180 range it would be with this tag. That's like, yeah, easily outranges Mustangs with range, for example. It even outranges marksmen without elite marksman, I think. Can you see the base stats? I don't remember the base. But yeah, it's crazy. And once again we see acid crawlers as well here. Acid crawlers and fire. Once again. To deal with fortresses, I guess. But there are not as many fortresses. The big problem are the snipers, the marksmen. And yeah, that's just too many. I don't think the stormcallers here can clean this up. This stormcaller bug here, by the way, or I don't know if it's a bug or not, but once again, I talked about it in a video like 2 videos ago or something. When the stormcaller dies while... So, if a stormcaller has the tower debuff, then shoots a missile, but then dies before the missile lands, that missile will deal full damage. Because the missile will check, hey, is my stormcaller tower debuffed? But when it's dead, that statement is false. So it will deal full damage. And it's kind of stupid. So all these dying stormcallers just took down so many more marksmen. This might have actually changed the outcome of this match already. So Red could have been dead here if these dying stormcallers didn't all kill marksmen. While this right tower fell, so tower debuff was on and they still killed some marksmen here. But yeah, maybe that should get fixed, to be honest. Also a reason why Stormcaller matches always last so long, because Stormcallers still deal so much damage while dying and take out everything, and not a lot survives by the end of the round. And this tower debuff thing just contributes to that as well. And here we go. Double storms coming in, bubbles all over the place. I'm not sure if this round is going to change from last round. Especially now with the bubbles down here. Actually the storm taking down some stormcallers as well. And yeah, marksmen, once they are leveled and elite marksmen and everything, it's very hard to beat them with just pure firepower with stormcallers or something. You really need delayed chaff to deal with marksmen. So the marksmen need to get stuck on like fangs or something, and then the stormcallers could take them out. But yeah, GG, GG. This was the final match, I'm pretty sure. And yes, this was the tournament. Congrats to Rat once again. Very well played, very solid. Really good call on those armor sledgehammers in the final against LoL. Made a big difference there. Was actually losing, and up until that point was losing pretty hard every round. I was already down to like 1k health or something. But turned it around. Well played. Alright. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. And I will see you again next Wednesday for the next tournament. By the way, I have videos lined up for tomorrow and the day after. But there will not be a video on Sunday and maybe Monday, I believe. No, actually Saturday and maybe Sunday. Something like that. Because I'm on a short trip starting tomorrow. But yeah, anyways, just so you know. And yeah, thank you guys for being here. It was fun as always. Always cool to see your comments on the games and everything as well. And I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.